As always, first and foremost, hope everyone has had a peaceful and blessed holiday, Thanksgiving that is. And if you are a fellow Native American or a Native American, God bless you. Your day of Native American Heritage Day was the day after the holiday, and then following that was Hanukkah. So, and again, for anybody that celebrates Hanukkah as well, I just only celebrate as far as Thanksgiving, but yeah, so just wanted to get that out the way. And yes, I know too that I had not uploaded a video as of November 30th, which was a Tuesday, because currently I'm for my next flight lesson, that's not going to be until as of December 15th, the week before Christmas. So I was going to do, while in between that, some, just some random videos, like maybe reaction videos. I'm saying as far as aviation stuff, and what for viewers would suggest, or anybody that just wanted to see, or what have you. That's why I'm getting to now saying hello December. It's now officially December 1st of me doing this particular recording. And yeah, so I wanted to just make note that I made some corrections as was in my last video doing the lesson 1 overview of my flight lesson. I'd say half of Air Force One is Air Force Two that holds the vice president, which he was not on board, Mrs. Harris. Kamala, how you pronounce it? I think it's pronounced either way, but no, she wasn't on board according to what my CFI told me when we took off right behind it. They were just there, just doing, I guess, standard exercises as of for the sporting TFRs, the sporting event temporary flight restrictions. And then I thought I heard myself say pedo stube is pedo tube in the video, pedo tube, and as to what it is on a plane, and it's saying static wicks, WICKS, static wicks, which I also put shout out to Sir Captain Joe, his channel or video, he's talked about it maybe years ago, which I already put in the comment section down below from my last video. So basically the past, so like I said, I normally usually would upload for Tuesdays and Thursdays. Well, in the past, before going back to doing my old gig, uploading Tuesdays and Thursdays and some Fridays, weekends was Friday, Saturday, or Sundays. Well, that was back when I was Ubering, Lyfting, Postmates, DoorDash, and all that stuff before I had moved back here to North Carolina from Texas. So, making those premieres, and before I was even introduced to doing premieres as regular uploads. But premieres, you know, so y'all can watch it in real time or what have you. So, all right, but today's topic that I want to talk to you all about today, as I would have said as an intro of what today's edition is here on my channel, but it's about pilots, for what pilots don't tell passengers or their passengers, just in general. Some pilots, and I'm not saying all pilots or most pilots, but just some. I don't even know how to put it, but maybe, I don't know, I've been going all over the place, but I'll try not to. I'll try my best. But I just thought this might be an interesting topic to perhaps talk about. And trying to do the research and watching, again, other aviator YouTubers and stuff that are real world life pilots and or / simulator pilots, both. So basically, I'm gonna just give 2 examples, and that'll just be the whole video. So what I mean by that, because I know from experience, because again, growing up in the airline industry by my parents, but not as pilots, but flying on planes all my life, basically, the prime examples I'm going to give is, as I mentioned in the last video, in my Discovery Flight video, is turbulence. That's one of them. Another one is like what certain city of waypoints that, you know, you'll be flying over towards your destination city and airport, or what have you, or where you're connecting to get to your destination city or airport. Hang on, y'all. Got a phone call coming in. Be right back. All right, y'all. We are back. So, so that's going to be the topic for today. With turbulence and certain cities of flying over, but really I'll get to as far as I'll start off as far as with that. Not all the time do they say or mention cities that, you know, they'll be flying over, you know, to get into your destination airport, you know, that you're heading to or connecting to, whatever. But I remember, as far as back in the day, basically, and I said in the last video that airplane or airline traveling has not been the same since 9/11. You know what I mean? And that's just straight up facts, super facts. So with that, because they have, you probably see it in the news or them mentioned in the news ever since then, but also too, and even from my father, because of him still being an active flight attendant, but you know, for the airlines, they have what they call air marshals. Air marshals that basically they sit up in first class, so the first 2 seats in first class away from the cockpit, and basically dressed up as undercover cops in plain clothes. You can't see their badge or gun or anything like that. Like, it's like well hidden and tucked in their clothing somehow, some way. But yeah, if you were to try anything stupid, or for as a terrorist to do anything stupid, I mean, you know, as a matter of fact, it's already a 10-year death anniversary of Bin Laden passing away. Shout out to former President Obama for taking care of that. I know it had to be that long, but at least we had gotten justice on that note. But I'm just saying, just any terrorist that would have tried anybody else to do something stupid, that's where they come in handy at. And that it's happened before during that time. And my father was like, well, yeah, if they try something stupid, then yeah, they quickly reveal themselves, the air marshals, and just pull that gun out and boom, right there in your head, die, you know. So now originally they ain't supposed to be shooting no guns on board a plane. Why? Because it's a pressurized cabin, APU and all, air pressure, and if you know what I'm saying, through the window, whatever, it'll depressurize the air cabin, and yeah, you'll be floating outside the airplane through the clouds, in outer space and all that. But well, not outer space, but just exaggerating, just the same from the late great Sean Connery in the movie Goldfinger. But nonetheless, matter of fact, that was playing like maybe a week or so ago as like a marathon. But yeah, so not doing anything stupid, but I'm saying that because like I said, pilots won't these airline pilots, won't not all the time. I think nowadays just probably not, period. But I know back then, after 9/11, here and there sometimes they will say what their route of flight was to get into that destination airport. So like for me, then these are the examples I'm going to give. When I used to visit my mother and stepfather back when they when they were living in Jersey and then moved over South Jersey, moved over to the Philly side, I used to every summer vacation before going back to grammar school and all that, junior high, visit them. So this was the early 2000s, mid 2000s and stuff. I would visit them, and this flying back to Chicago from there, the pods would say, yeah, we'll be flying over, parts of Delaware from Wilmington, heading out west, flying over Pittsburgh, flying over Ohio into Indiana, where Northwest Indiana, Gary, descending over into the Chicagoland area and land on into O'Hare. Or if I was on Southwest or something, land into Midway. Which I liked that because back where I used to live in a town called Homewood, south suburbs of Chicago, Southwest and them would always fly over my old house back then, my father's house where I was living there. And I could literally see my house from down below outside the window while coming into land in the Midway, which was so cool and awesome. Like, again, and I showed in the Discovery Flight video telling my CFI over here, Blue Line, at the time that, my house is right down below and then I'm down the road from Johnson Regional. And again, their grand opening is December 11th. That's on a Saturday coming up. Again, I'm excited about that. From 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So I'll post that on here somewhere. Well, I put as far as a disclaimer note in the last video about it. So, but yeah, some pilots nowadays won't tell you, what certain cities and, flying over, besides just going to the airport, destination airport, and what the weather is out there for that destination airport. Reason for is because, like I said, maybe due to terrorist concerns, safety reasons, of not mentioning every single waypoint that we're gonna fly over. So some do that, some don't. So it just all depends. And then last but not least, turbulence. So again, during that time, during that time, I never forget it, but there was one particular flight. Hang on, y'all. Doing one particular flight that I flew in from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, into Chicago, Illinois, and just a disclaimer note, but I said as far as in a live stream this past week, or the past weekend, or the weekend before that the S is silent for the state of Illinois, but it just is. But I hear people all the time and in person and here on YouTube, add the S on the end and say Illinois. That's not the purpose of the video, but I just wanted to just put that out there. But if they can pronounce it that way they want to, but I'm sure they've been told to or chastised, say, hey, it's pronounced this way. But just letting y'all know, no matter what city in that state you're going to, the S is silent. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. So right on into Chicago, Illinois, and soon as I think on takeoff, on runway 27 left. Again, I'll never forget that day, but runway 27 left out of Philly. If you go fly west and you go fly west and fly right over, what is it? Well, make a right turn over into so you're flying along the Delaware River that separates both PA and Jersey. Then you come across, it's a bridge. It's got the name of the bridge, Commodore Barry Bridge, I think it is. You usually turn right and start heading out west and fly over this town called Pottstown. Now again, back then, this is where when the pilots would say what specific weight points or towns we would fly over. So we would fly over that. We fly over Pottstown or whatever. Then, like I said, over Pittsburgh. Then over Youngstown or Cleveland, Ohio, and continue going west. Then over Indiana, and then descend on over into Chicago. Well, as soon as we were west of the airport, Philly, and over by Pottstown, turbulence started picking up. And it was some crazy, it wasn't crazy enough, but it felt like to me it was. Just a huge, wind shear, but it wasn't enough for, I can't even explain it, but I'm saying it wasn't enough for us, to be ejected out of our seats or anything like that. That's why I was thinking I'd probably do as a follow-up video to this one as a reaction video. I've actually seen one recently as of this year, but that particular video was crazy. But yeah, it was rough turbulence, and because it was the end of summer, so it was like August. That's why I said during the summertime, the air is really extremely rough, so it's like a lot of turbulence. So again, it depends on your direction and route of flight, especially out in the Wild Wild West, where the mountains and all that open range, very turbulent. But the pilot would announce saying, "Hey, we got some turbulence. Stay in your seats." He announced that particular day, the first captain, the officer. And I don't know if they did serve snacks or whatever to drink that particular day, the stewardess and all that flight attendants. But I think they had. But throughout the rest of the flight, descending on into Chicago, the captain got on the speaker that said, the loudspeaker, making a PA announcement call saying that, apologize for the turbulence from earlier, west of Philly, blah, 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 or Pottstown, welcome to Chicago. That's almost like in the sense of they're not to tell you that or whatever, but yeah. And then another time was recently, early this year, January, in my flight video moving back here to North Carolina, where I, once again, I told y'all I posted on IG that I had gotten another copyright detection from it. No, not that one, not that video. When I was on vacation here last summer, they found something else, but they were just slow on it. But it was already in the video, and that was just me putting up the Tyler Perry's projects of Medea's, I think, Goes to Jail, I think it was, movie, in the middle of the video as a commercial break kind of thing. When I was doing those back then, which I'll try to still do those, but again, be careful with it, because that's what's gonna make it less ad suitable in the yellow, so, and not be suitable for ads in the green. But anywho, the flight January this year, me moving back here to North Carolina, leaving Love Field Southwest to stop at Midway in Chicago, and only just the beginning of the flight, just north of Dallas, towards the Oklahoma border, is where the wind started picking up. But it wasn't severe. It was light to moderate winds. But for some unknown reason, the captain, first officer, whoever, second captain or co-pilot made an announcement to all of us and saying, stay in your seats, blah, blah, blah. But didn't tell us as far as, stay in your seats for the whole entire flight. And no, they did not. The flight attendants served us anything throughout. I think maybe besides some water, because I think that's what they're just doing with the so-called COVID restrictions and all that or whatever, limiting themselves and saying, oh, we got to short this from this, that, and the third. But it was crazy because once we came on descent into the Chicago Midway area or Chicagoland area, that's when one of the flight attendants got on and made an announcement saying, we apologize for not being able to serve you because of terrorists. And I'm like, that is a lie. Because it was only turbulent just for that part of the flight. The rest of the flight was smooth. So that's the point I'm basically trying to get across, is from what these people don't tell you all the time. Now again, that's as far as for the airline industry. I can't speak on as far as for corporate industry, for corporate charter companies and pilots and stewardess that work for them. Because those passengers, those are VIP folks. They get special treatment. I can say as far as waypoints that they'll fly over, or that they're flying over, has their own personal GPS system, tracking system on display. I'll show you, put it on here somewhere. But that's what I'm working on doing, is becoming a pilot for a corporate charter company. Because like I said, the airline industry, so me personally, I think sucks as is, because again, it's not the same anymore as it was after 9/11. But for us corporate, they don't treat you like that, because you're VIP. But when you are a passenger for the airlines, you're not VIP. Now, as far as you working for the airlines, maybe you're a little half of VIP, but you still in a sense get treated like dolls. Not as far as dolls going through TSA, because you got your badges and everything. You're gonna work plane or whatever, going to the plane. So no, they're not gonna violate you by means like that. But if you're a regular passenger flying so that's it. I hope this helped. Hope you learned something. Anybody who again is watching this, a new subscriber, whoever, or current subscriber, cool. If so, yes, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting on? I'm giving out, good giblets, information, in my opinion. Give it a video a thumbs up. Yeah, what you waiting on? It's free. It don't cost you nothing. It don't cost you a thing. And comment down below on your take on this. If you got any questions, or for Q&A or whatever, you can slide that on down there. Or if you're just one of those that just come on and support and just say hi, you can still do that. Just say hi. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that, and we just go from there. So I guess be on the lookout for this to upload maybe next Tuesday, next week, or just yeah. I'm doing this recording, by the way, on my tablet, so not on my phone. I'm trying to do back to doing more recordings on my tablet more than my phone, so I don't take up, not as far as taking up gigabyte space. I have unlimited amount of gigabyte space from Google, but I'm saying that for my phone, not to cut off my phone if somebody would have called me. But I'm off today, so it's not like a dispatcher call me unless if they were to need me for something. So that's it, y'all. From my channel to your channel. Salute. Closed captioning and other considerations for the Michael Carter Show are brought to you in part by Blue Line Aviation LLC grand opening celebration Saturday, December 11th at Johnson Regional Airport. Can't wait to attend that from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and to finally now meet, hopefully, Mr. Andy Pate, fellow YouTuber. Hope to see you all or anyone else attend. It is going to be a very, very fun, exciting day. Gulfstream Entertainment, Michael Carter Studios and Productions. Oh yeah, if you enjoyed my channel, check out these channels.